grinding every day. Long hours, no backup, no accountability. That ends now. The Empower Solopreneur Mastermind gives you one simple advantage: a weekly power session that turns isolation into domination. Every Friday morning on Zoom, you'll get real coaching and real feedback to make real moves. Join a group of driven professionals in a program designed for solopreneurs and people working at home. Stop getting stuck. Start scaling. Seats are limited. Lock in yours today at modernobserver.com/empower-mastermind.
The Northeast digs out of snow. Ukraine marks 4 years of war. An AI prediction causes the Dow to plummet 800 points and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. The blizzard of 2026 dumped over 2 feet of snow from New Jersey to New England on Monday, knocking out power to more than 644,000 customers and shutting down travel across the I-95 corridor. Providence, Rhode Island shattered its all-time single-storm snowfall record set during the blizzard of 1978. 2 people were killed in Maryland when a tree struck their vehicle. New York City issued its first blizzard warning in nearly a decade, with Central Park recording 19.7 inches. More than 8,000 flights were canceled, and travel bans forced schools, buses, and rail service to shut down across the tri-state area. New York City schools reopened Tuesday. The State Department said Monday it ordered non-essential U.S. diplomats and their family members at the U.S. Embassy in Beirut to leave Lebanon. The order comes as tensions involving Iran rise and amid what the report describes as a threat of a potentially imminent military strike. The State Department announcement did not specify a timeline for the departure. U.S. District Judge Aileen Cannon on Monday permanently blocked the release of Special Counsel Jack Smith's report on his investigation into President Donald Trump's handling of classified documents, ruling that releasing it would violate the presumption of innocence after charges were dismissed. Ukraine marked the 4th anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion on Tuesday. President Zelensky said Ukraine would not betray the sacrifices made during the war and urged continued support from allies. Reuters reported that European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen and other leaders visited Kiev, while divisions among some European governments affected new sanctions and financing discussions. Panama's government seized control of 2 ports at the entrances of the Panama Canal, operated by a subsidiary of Hong Kong-based C.K. Hutchinson since 1997. The move followed a final Panama Supreme Court ruling declaring the concession unconstitutional. On Tuesday, Hong Kong's government said it lodged protests with Panama's consulate and said it would support Hong Kong companies' interests overseas. General Motors is recalling more than 43,000 model year 2022 SUVs due to a transmission issue that could increase crash risks. The report lists affected vehicles including Chevrolet Tahoe and Suburban, GMC Yukon and Yukon XL, and Cadillac Escalade and Escalade ESV. GM told regulators a transmission control valve could wear over time and, in rare cases, rear wheels could briefly lock. Owner letters are to be mailed March 30th. Mortgage rates fell below 6% yesterday, the lowest since 2022. Mortgage Daily News reported that the 30-year fixed mortgage rate was 5.99% on Monday, down from 6.89% a year earlier. While mortgage rates got lower into the 5% range last month, that did not even last a full day, while experts believe the current level is more durable. Experts believe this will lead to a cascade of mortgage refinancing. The Mortgage Bankers Association reported that applications to refinance home loans are up 130% compared to February 2025. The Dow dropped more than 800 points Monday as Wall Street digested President Trump's new 15% global tariffs and growing fears that artificial intelligence could gut entire industries. The launches of Anthropic's AI tools were cited as the primary triggers for IBM's 13% plunge and a wide cybersecurity sell-off, which analysts called a cybersecurity bloodbath. Adding fuel to the fire, a viral research report from Citrini Research imagined a 2028 scenario in which AI makes white-collar workers obsolete, triggering mass layoffs and a consumption collapse. Though framed as a thought exercise rather than a prediction, it spooked investors enough to drag down shares of Visa, MasterCard, and DoorDash. That's the raw naked truth for February 24th, 2026. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcast app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.